first and foremost, it's an experience in itself, because when you walk into the meeting room, you have certain expectations. When you walk out, I would say that I have a new Abhi in front of me, standing ahead of me and saying, hey, you need to start working on yourself. So Firebrand, as its name suggests, I think it unleashes the potential in an individual. And to be very honest, I think it's at all levels. Largely the CXOs of today also require something like a Firebrand that can be an eye-opener. There are subtle things that Rahul and the entire program could teach us, or not necessarily just teach, but also had us to exhibit and experience, which to me is a much larger canvas towards building your own brand, right? So as I said, one of the thought that came to my mind is when you're born, you're just born with your surname, or you carry a surname or some family name. But when you die, you really want to die with a legacy leaving behind, and that's your name. I think Firebrand is that platform that would open up on how to create your legacy and ways and approaches to create the legacy. And I think this is an absolute fantastic program. So I think there are two things I would like to put forward. To Rahul's networking is immense. I mean, hats off to his networking, due to which he's able to pull absolutely fascinating guest speakers, okay, which actually brings a lot more to the table. You're now seeing people who have actually done this, right? It's not about just a session. I attended Harvard session of one day when my cousin was undergoing his graduation there. I was fascinated with Harvard facility. Rahul's facilitation is no less than that.
Wow.
When it comes to delivering a motivational speech and putting his experience to task, he is just fabulous. He's just fabulous. So he listens, he answers, he questions people, he challenges everybody. As I said, he unleashes the potential in an individual. So as an individual, I think he is very well strategized the way Firebrand should be. He is absolutely playing to what he had envisioned. I'm sure there would be areas he would think that, hey, I want to improve. And that's the best quality of Rahul. Continuously improves, tries to figure out, seek feedback, and identifies opportunities to make it much more grander every time, right? So while Rahul also puts in his, and the other beautiful part of Rahul is he puts in his total canvas of his life, right? He was an armed forces guy, of being a major, played a major role. Then he talks about his corporate professional career, and then he talks about his brand that he has created for himself and how to further disperse that knowledge with thousands of people. I think the passion that Rahul has is absolutely seen. There's no way we can have an opportunity to find a problem with that, right? So he is amazing. I think said all CXOs need to actually go through this as well. It's not that it's the middle management or the junior leadership or so. It's the CXOs who can actually largely benefit on how do they do what they do and how are they being seen by the world around. And by the way, beyond your corporate life, who knows you? I mean, that's a big, intriguing question to say that, hey, who knows you beyond your corporate world, right? And if we all CXOs start answering that, I'm sure everyone will have the fire to create their brand. So that's how Firebrand to me is a big, powerful thing. Well, so I'm going to say what are the key takeaways that I have learned. The first and the foremost itself was having a form. We all about having that amplified to create a form of yourself, and this whole concept of form itself has been an eye-opener for me, to be honest. Form, substance, passion, great things that I've learned. The second important thing that I learned was, the passion drivers, the drives that one have, and it was very, very clear and obvious for me where do I stand. Okay, and it was quite a diverse group of people from industry, so it was very different for every one of them. But it makes you think, what is it that topmost drive in you, which resonated with me very well. The last exercise that Rahul kind of gave a questionnaire, right, and which talks about your persona, your packaging, your promotions, and the product itself. It was very evident for me through that questionnaire as to where do I need to focus. It's a very scientific yet a mathematical way of calculating where do I need to focus on, and that gives me actually a roadmap ahead to focus on those one deficiency, or may not be a deficiency, but a area to improve, I would say. That's fascinating. So it's not just, Firebrand is not just about lectures and sessions and motivational talk. It is largely about peeping into your life, getting what is there within you, and how can you amplify it with identifying those small gaps that you work on, and you create your own brand. So I think that there's a lot of takeaway that I can carry forward. Big, powerful thing.